flips me a bag body. Oh, it's another one, yeah. It's a full strand, yeah. Oh, it's another one, yeah.
Welcome to another live main event with me, Mr. Neutral, and my partner, Mr. Jams, Boxing Chat, courtesy of Boxing Media Hub. For the watch along, main event time with Shakur Stevenson and Artem Harutyunyan. This show is sponsored by D-Rock Clothing. They're our partners for iBoxingHub and this show, and check out the website, click on the link, check that, browse around and see what you like. If you like anything, there's 40% off iBoxingHub 24, as worn by my man Jams. Enjoy 40% off any discounts. It's main event Jams. We're still in round 9 of the co-main between Oshaki Foster and Robson Conceição. But we're here. Guys, the StreamYard link is there. If you want to come on and join the watch along, please do. Everybody is welcome. We can fit 10, I think. So, the first 10 to come through, you are in the show. Come and do it. We'll have a laugh. We can. Hopefully, it won't be a short fight. Now, as I said, they're coming out for round 10 now. But Jams, we're looking forward to the main event, obviously. Oshaki Foster, Artem Harutyunyan. What are you thinking in the way that Shakur, what he needs tonight to move forward for that big fight with Tank?
For me, Neutral, Shakur needs to come out and show that he's a fighting man, that he's got something real behind him, that he actually wants all the smoke, that he wants to get the job done, that he actually wants to do things. Because at the minute, let's be honest, we're all sleeping on Stevenson. He's probably the best boxer of the generation, but we're sleeping on him because he's boring. He's boring. But I love that style of boxing because it shows his class. Let's see him get in there and actually do it now against a real tough guy in Artem Harutyunyan. Let's see him do what he talks about, what he says, and what he trains for. Let's see him get the smoke. Let's see him do the business.
You say that, but I mean, if I'm looking at his last 3 fights, and Edwin De Los Santos, I mean, that guy, he was aggressive, hunting down Shakur. But Shakur come through with his superior skills. Couldn't knock the boy out because Edwin De Los Santos, is a strong boy and has never been knocked out. He's been stopped. Then we got Yoshino. A great performance, unbeaten. And I think he's had quite big fight. Let's not forget, he was unified 130-pound champion. Lost the belts on the scales. So he's been in the big fights. This fight at 135 is just another stepping stone, I would imagine, but it's a tough one, Jams.
It is, mate. Yeah, completely agree.
Artem Harutyunyan.
Yeah,
he's not had a tremendous amount of fights, but I mean, what you gain from what you know of him?
He's nobody's mug, mate. Artem comes to fight. He's going to come to fight. And Shakur is going to have to show us something different here. He's going to have to either come out of his shell and start scrapping or get beat by a more powerful, aggressive man. I can't see that happening. Obviously, I think Shakur's going to take him. But let's see what happens. But I believe that Shakur is going to show something different here. I genuinely do.
Do you think he's gonna actually make a statement tonight, Jams? Because if he gets that knockout, it just propels him into another level that people will expect now that matchmaking to come through for the Tank fight. But if he doesn't knock him out and it's just a masterclass, would that put him any closer?
To be honest, if he knocks him out, if he comes out and knocks out Artem, then people have to be speaking about Tank with about Shakur with real respect. You know what I mean? And then we can talk about the Tank fight. He deserves it. Like, his boxing ability is second to none. He is one of the greatest fighters of a generation, as I said before. I will stand on this. I will die on this hill. Shakur is one of the greatest boxers to come out of the US in many a year. But what worries me is his lack of entertainment value. For people, like, especially for the casuals, to get into this, to, like, get behind him, to get that love and that flow going, that's going to make people pay $80 a time to watch it in the US, 40, 30 quid here. You need to be putting on a show. And he's just not doing it at the moment. He needs to do that tonight.
See, the Americans, the fans, the audience, the paying public, they crave these performances. They crave big, and they do a lot of judging by, watching fights that are a spectacle. Big up, Mr. Alexander, in the room. How you
And
doing,
big
big
up,
man?
great. Big up, my brother. How
Thank
are
you for
ya?
joining us tonight.
Happy to be here.
Yeah, we're going to have a few along once they come in. And yeah, this is going to be great. Well, obviously, you've been listening. Your thought, I've heard your thoughts, but for the guys that are going to be watching this, run me through again, as per we had in the space, about your thoughts on time. Shakur
Shakur.
tonight.
Well, Shakur, my thoughts on him, like most people in America, we find him to be boring. His fights aren't as exciting as we'd want them to be.
Pedestrian.
Yes, he used. There's only so much of the sweet science you can watch before you're like, okay, I've watched the same thing the past 8 rounds. Can we do something a little bit different? Can you put some weight on your front foot just a little bit, just to hit this guy a little bit harder, so we can have an ooh or an ah moment?
Yeah.
But he's really good at what he does. I'll give him that. But I think Tank will knock him out in 8-9 rounds.
You think Shaq's gonna get knockout? You think he's gonna take
Yes.
Artem out?
Yes, because as Trill broke it down on across the way on Tuesday, he said every round, even if he loses the round, he's going to take a little bit of Shakur, a little bit of that mobility, a little bit of that footwork, till eventually he makes a mistake, and you can't.
You still there, mate? Oh, he's
We just lost you there, Alex.
He'll come back. He'll come back. But essentially, what he was saying there was he's like a cuttlefish. He doesn't just come in for one attack. He comes in for many, many attacks, taking bites out of you until you just fall apart.
Yeah.
Big up Alex there. He will be back.
That's okay. That's okay. We can chat boxing until he comes back, mate.
Of course we can.
For me, neutral, mate, Shakur, like I said earlier, he's a generational talent. He really is one of the best. He really is one of the most skillful, and he gets such disrespect. I hate it because he's better than Devin Haney. He's better than Tank if we're talking boxing. He just hasn't got that leveler that Tank's got. Devin Haney got the following because of his, his clout chasing and whatnot, and his dad being his big corner man. So they get a lot of following. But Shakur Stevenson is actually he's a generational talent boxing wise. Newark, New Jersey. He represents, and he is an absolutely unbelievable boxer. If I put him in the ring with anyone in his weight of any generation, and he would not disappoint. I'm not saying he'd win, but he would not disappoint. He would stand on business. Right,
Sorry about that.
Alex,
Internet cut out. Internet cut out. Sorry about that.
You crack on, mate. You're all good.
I mean, if you're looking at his resume, he's 21 fights. He's got 10 knockouts. He's not new to the big time.
And he's been fighting.
What elements does he just need? What mental elements does he just need to add to be that man?
I think he needs that fucking snap. He needs that snap, that bang on his punches. He needs to get bums off seats. He needs to get people excited about boxing again. He's got all the talent in the world, but he needs to knock people the fuck out.
Yeah,
That
Shakur, he
50% knockout rate, it's not doing it for you,
yeah,
James.
It's not good enough
it's
anymore, mate. It's not good enough anymore. You need 75 to 80 or 93 like Tank.
hmm Well,
That's
remember when
incredible.
Regis Prograis was putting it on Devin Haney? He said, "You have 15 knockouts. Name those 15 people you knocked out." So it's kind of that same
Journeyman.
thing with Shakur, except with
Bums.
Haney, at
Sleepers.
least he showed he can hit hard enough on guys like Prograis. If he hits you hard, he can at least wobble you. He at least showed that in that fight. Shakur hasn't done that
Facts.
in a while.
Facts. Facts.
Um, I mean, obviously, Haney and Shakur both come from the same place, the same division, 130. So you can compare them two gentlemen uh, about resumes, but there's a stark difference between Devin Haney and Shakur Stevenson.
hmm
Shakur Stevenson's southpaw for a start. And for me, southpaws have I don't know what it is, but if you look at every southpaw that's fighting today, most of them are winning. It's like an involvement in of the southpaw that Floyd had introduced when he could switch easily.
They seem to have
But
some
these
tactical
guys, these
advantage.
southpaws that have learned the trade off Floyd or been watching him, have just evolved into a different kind of southpaw. They're just punishing. Look at Terence Crawford, yeah, a punishing jab.
Absolute legend. That
And with
straight
a
left,
lot of
straight right.
southpaws
He's
don't rely on, they
formidable.
rely on that
Formidable.
the big strong hand, the left that comes through. But you look at Terence Crawford, his stronger hand is actually the lead hand. Devin Haney, I think, would struggle with not only Shakur's movement. In fact, he's a southpaw. That left check left out will always be a problem in Devin Haney's repertoire.
Can I ask you a
As
question,
we,
Mr. Neutral?
of course, you can, sir.
Do you dislike Devin Haney, or do you just not think he's good enough? Because you always seem
I
to be
just
not
don't think.
too
I'll
happy with
tell you
him.
why. It's not. I don't dislike the man. I can dislike the man, but not the boxer.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Right?
asking. Like, do you dislike him as a person, or do you dislike him as a boxer? That's what I'm
No,
asking with that.
no, not at all. It is every boxer it can act in a manner that irritate you,
A bit
right?
righteous.
Of course, and a bit, and the whole charade after the Garcia fight, the online arguments and all the rest there, it just proved to me that it's just Hollywood, right?
It
Because he
was a
was
bit cap. It was
backtracking
a bit
after
cap.
saying, let's run it back when you're back off your suspension. Devin's taking a similar time off.
Yeah.
They'll be back. And I want Ryan Garcia now to get help. Well, that wasn't the rhetoric a week ago.
No, and they're all pally
So
pally again
for
now as
me,
well.
it's just too back and forward, and I'm sick of it now. But Devin the boxer at 130 and 135, that was his for me. That was his best Devin that we saw. The
So you
Devin at
think 140 was a
140,
step too far, Neutral?
I
140 was
th-
just one step
right.
too far.
I think so. I think his ceiling is 140, right?
Yeah.
I used to say that about Tank. His ceiling was 140. He was introducing
Yeah, but he's got
catch
that
weights.
leveler. He's got that leveler, hasn't
He's
he?
got that leveler. But then I'm thinking, well, I'm looking for that leveler with Devin Haney, and then the he couldn't put Linares away. He got wobbled by that a right hand from Linares. He comes through into the Cambosis fights. I mean, I don't know what happened to Teal that night with Cambosis. I believe he had medical
He was having
problems.
family problems. He had family problems. I think his uncle had just died, who was very
Was
close
it
to him.
something to do with his blood pressure or something like that? I
I
don't know.
heard about the
He
family
didn't.
stuff.
There was
I've
something
seen
wrong,
the
and plus
family stuff
family
with
thing.
Theo.
So I think that was an anomaly in boxing that happened.
Maybe Alex will know something about this, Neutral. Maybe Alex might know a bit more about it. You know about
I
Tio.
just want to say, but that transference of power from 130, 135 has just not gone into 140 for me.
Yeah, I
No, it
agree.
hasn't.
I mean,
Well, with Teofimo that night, I think he just really thought he was just gonna walk through Kambosos like he was nothing. Because on most nights, Kambosos is a B minus level fighter. He's good, but he's not
Facts.
great.
I didn't want
But
to say that, but you did.
But it's
yeah,
true. But it's
listen,
true nevertheless,
yeah.
brother. It's true nevertheless.
Hey, Kambosos did what he wanted to do on the night, and he had his Andy Ruiz moment. You know, he had his one moment where he got the title, he had all the belts, he beat the man who beat the man, and then Devin Haney's just like, I'll give you the best deal possible. You can get 60% of the money, and then I'm just gonna take everything from you.
Alex, there's a
That's a big
very,
fact,
very
Alex.
famous video online of Devin and Bill celebrating like mad in the house when they watched Teofimo Lopez lose to George Kambosos. They went absolutely crazy with joy. They knew they were going to get that fight. They were quite happy to take the cut and to travel to Australia. He got a better deal on the rematch. He's going there as defending champion. And for me,
Neutral, Mr.
that
Neutral.
elevation and interest and engagement and trend in the trends that he was setting, for me, was a wee bit overrated. It was a wee bit too much put on a pedestal. And I just can't see how he was going to bring that skill set into 140. I think the Regis fight was probably his best performance of his life, even though he's beat Loma, not in my eyes.
That's a fair comment. That's a fair comment. That's a fair comment.
Yeah.
I tell you
So,
what, as well, Neutral. Jack Catterall. Who wins that one?
Jack and Regis.
Regis Prograis. Yeah,
I
Rougarou.
think Jack. I think Jack will have his number. Do you know what, Jack is? He annoys me, right? He's
I like
annoyingly
him at
good.
times, but he can be a
No,
bit of
he's
a dick,
annoyingly
can't he?
good, Jams, right? I was looking for faults, Taylor 1, Taylor 2, and I was saying, no, he didn't do enough fight 1. Fight 2, you come along, you see it. Oh, shit, same thing, but this time it's more clinical. So it was annoying, but at the same time, I had to admire the way he done it. And
of course, he's got himself a big
if
fight.
he fights like against Regis, like he fought against Taylor in Taylor 2, he's going to take that.
Yeah, I think Regis has shot, mate. Regis has shot. Let's be truthful. The Regis Prograis of 5 or 6 years ago would not be taking this fight to come over here and fight Jack Catterall because Regis would have smacked him up real good. But Jack Catterall knows he's preying on a dying man, like in boxing terms. He knows he's got a man cooked on the hill. He knows he's got a light work. He's got an easy night's work. And he's just going to work him over. He's just going to outman him. He's going to busy him. He's just going to be busier than what Regis Prograis Rougarou can be into Alexander. He's going to just work him over.
Yeah, Rougarou, he's really not that big for 140. He looks like he can make 135 if he tried, but
easy.
I think he'll see the final bell against Catterall. I think
I think
Catterall will
he's a
take a
blown up.
wide UD.
I think
he's a blown up.
he could fight at 130 quite comfortably, I think, Rougarou. I really do.
Maybe not. I think he's a blown up lightweight. Yeah.
I've gone a bit too far there. I've gone a bit too far. Right, who wins and how, lads? Who wins and how? Jack Catterall, Rougarou. Who wins? Who knocks who out? Is anyone getting knocked out? Or
for me, it's a 12. For me, it's a 10 rounder, and I think it goes the distance, and it'll be a wide unanimous decision,
Catterall
as
win.
Alex said.
So
Yeah.
JC wins. So everyone's going JC. Tell you what,
Oh,
Yeah,
I'll
of
throw
course.
something in there. What if
I would be
Rougarou
really
turns up and
surprised
just
about
sparks his
Rougarou.
man?
TMR
I would be really
podcast. You're
surprised.
in the chat. If you want to come through, click on the link there and come and join us.
in.
Have a chat. I'm inviting the first 10 people to come through, and you can
Hey,
join the
Neutral, I
watch
don't know if
along.
you can. Malik wanted a message, so you can give him the link. If you can
Give him
message
it.
Malik. And
I can't
also
do it. Can
Mr.
you?
Styles, 619.
They should
I
be
can't
here.
do
Have
it,
them
mate.
on.
I can't send it while I'm on here because I've only got the one phone. I can try and
Yeah.
send one, but
They should be here. I'll be having words with them later.
yeah, Styles 619 and Malik. If you can send them a message.
What'd you think
Let
of
me
the
see what I
Foster
can
fight?
do.
Sorry, what were you saying, Alexander? Go on, mate.
Do you know what? I think Abdullah Mason absolutely obliterates him. There's no power there for me, Keyshawn.
Yeah.
And on you
Robson
go.
Conce Sal just got the win. Robson Conce Sal has just beaten Oshaki Foster.
Really?
Serious.
Yeah.
He's just got it on points. Serious talk, mate.
Do you know what? I had a feeling. You seen it
Oshaki
on
looks
Twitter.
broken. He looks
You
broken in
seen
the
it on
corner.
here first on Twitter. I said, I've got a bad feeling for Foster here.
I can't believe it. I said this. People have
I've
been
been on the
sleeping on
money
this fight.
tonight. Johnny Fisher, round one. What a prediction.
Oh,
I should have
you
had money
called the
on
arse
that.
out of that one, Neutral. You called the arse out of that. We done a live watch along earlier, Alexander. And he literally, Neutral said, first round stoppage within minutes. And it was done within like
That's
30
why you
seconds.
called neutral, because I see things from both ends of the spectrum and then make a
That's it.
neutral judgment. And Johnny Fisher, it was such a mismatch with Babbage. I just couldn't believe
that?
it. And now they're looking at Dave Allen. I mean, come on. So Robson Conceição is the new WBC World Super Featherweight Champion.
I don't agree with that decision, you know. Like
I don't either.
A lot of people are going to go mad if you look on Twitter right now.
Honestly.
It's gonna be mayhem on Twitter because Oshaki Foster is very well thought of, and can't wait for that content.
Honestly, Mr. Neutral, I've been watching this fight from the start, and I had Oshaki up by 4. I genuinely did. I don't see how Robson Conceição has won this.
I didn't have Foster up at
by the
all.
6th
I'm
round, I
afraid.
had him up 5-1.
See,
I just don't get it.
You've got to take into account the way judges judge. From our point of view, from the eye test,
and he was on the back foot
it's
as
never
well,
the same. Generally it's never the same unless it's one-sided to fuck. But they look at things like, well, he must have ticked all the 4 boxes of judging: ring IQ, power offense, and punching. Right?
But he wasn't landing. That's the crazy part.
But I think you'll find the CompuBox figures will disagree with you. The punch stats will disagree. But for him to take the belt off the champion on home ground, he must have won. He must have had a scorecard of 116, 112 with a couple of swing rounds.
Yeah, it was quite a wide
UD
decision.
or split decision?
No, it was a unanimous. All three judges
See, all 3 judges as well. Crazy decision, says iBoxingHub. I mean, I've seen worse. I've seen a lot worse.
I had Robson Conceição losing that fight. You know what I mean? I really did.
I had him winning before the fight. Not like this. I thought he'd stop him, but I'll take it. Split decision, says iBoxingHub.
The method.
It was a split. So one of the judges had given it to Oshaki Foster. It's a shame. I hope he comes back. He has to. He has to rebuild and Start again. He's young.
Oh, Trill is pissed. Trill just messaged me. He's like, that was an absolute robbery.
I'm just
Trill's
messaging him
not
now as
happy.
well. I'm just messaging him. I'm just messaging True Dollar Bill right now. That's exactly who I was
I'll be back.
messaging.
I'll be
Look,
back, gents. 1 minute.
I'm actually messaging True Dollar Bill right now. Shock was robbed there, guys. He was robbed. I don't get it, mate, Alexander. I don't get it. I don't get it. For me,
Your guess is as good as mine, Jam. That was. I'm in shock still. I'm looking at like how I had it scored. I had Foster up like by
I had him
by the halfway
four
point.
rounds
Yeah,
up.
I had him up like 4 or 5 rounds, and I can't
Oh,
believe that. Wow.
he's in tears.
I can't get it, mate. Osaki's crying now in the ring. I hate to see
He's in
this.
tears
A man's
there.
just been robbed of his dream. This was going to be his big platform to get to a big fight. The man's had it taken away from him because of no fault
Well,
of his
that's
own.
Vegas for you. How many robberies have we
He's
ever seen
literally
in
in
Vegas?
tears, man. Osaki's in tears. I hate to see this from Shock.
Yeah.
Breaks my
Does he have
heart,
an
man.
immediate rematch in that contract, or
I
was it
hope
one
so.
of
I
those
don't
mandatory
know, but I
shots?
hope so,
So,
bro. I hope
I
there
would
is.
think by his reaction, no.
He's fuming, is
It's
Osaki.
not
He's
one of them
fuming. He's
fights.
fucking fuming. He's literally, he wants to go again. He wants to go right now. He's fuming. He thought he'd done enough, and I believed he'd done enough. I don't get this at all.
I can't. I can't get.
Can I listen in a minute? Neutral, 1 second, mate. I'm going to mute my mic so I can
If you
listen.
mute your mic, Jams, and listen in, and Jams will come back with what's going on there. Roy Jones Jr. Is not happy. Is that Roy?
Right, he said it's a fucking cheat. It's disgraceful. I'm not happy. That's what he's just said. That's what Osaki just said.
I
He'll
He's
be
can't blame the
back.
fuming,
young
mate.
man.
He's absolutely fuming.
I gotta
Honestly,
see
he's
what Caden
fuming.
said about this. Hold on.
Like boxing bros, Caden.
Yeah.
Yeah, see what he's saying, man. He knows his stuff. Get him to come and have a chat with us. Caden's always welcome on iBoxingHub. These
Yeah.
lads know him well.
Caden said, I don't know how you can win a decision when you didn't land a significant punch over 12 rounds. So,
Facts.
man,
Facts.
I told Trill we were on here, so we might get him to come on and just go on
Yeah,
a rant, but we'll see.
yeah, get him
Man,
mad enough, Alex. Say
I don't.
something to get him mad and get him on here.
Yeah, get him
I'll
mad and
tell
he'll
you
be
what to
there. What
say.
about Eric,
I'll tell you
ERF
what.
Ferdinand? Do you want him on?
Alex, this is what's going to get him on. Tell him Neutral says you're talking about your ass. It was the correct decision. Watch him come on here right now.
He'll fly in. He'll fly in then.
Let's see. I'm doing it now, boys.
Do it,
What about
baby.
Spicy Canilla Neutral? Do you want Spicy Canilla to come on?
Of course. Get them all in
Shall I
here.
message Spicy? Right, let me get the link and
You're
I'll
the
send it to
iBoxing
Spicy.
Hub.
There you go.
Tell him Neutral
All right,
says he's
message is
talking out
sent.
his ass.
We'll see if Trill decides to come in.
They're throwing that man round the ring in
Phil will
celebration.
be all right.
Brazil have a world champion at last. Well, they got 2 world champions actually. The young lassie I met, Beatrice Ortiz. Is it
Beatrice
Ortiz? I
Ferreira.
can't remember.
Beatrice
Ferreira, of
Ferreira.
course. I met her. I interviewed her.
I seen you
It's
sat next
on
to her
my
in
Instagram. If you want
Manchester.
to check that out, guys, my re-interview with her, managed to grab a quick minute with her and a translator, and she's currently at the Olympics, which is starting soon. So big up to Beatrice. Actually, all the boxers that I met, I got photos with. I'm not bigging myself up 1 minute, and I'm not saying that I had the Midas touch, but everyone I met, and I've said, no mercy in your next fight. All of them have won with no mercy.
Nice.
So I'm on
You guys are lucky. You
100%.
guys meet a lot more active boxers than I do. I've only met legends, and I'm happy for that. I'm not complaining, but I haven't met many active boxers.
it's a
I've got
different
a couple in the
experience.
group chat. You know the current British champion, Ash Lane? He's in the group chat with me. And you, Neutral. He's in the chat with you, bro.
Nice. That's
Oh,
awesome.
Ash Lane.
Ashley, yeah,
We've
he's getting
got
through it.
John Joe Finnegan. We've got who's the other guy? I can't remember his blood name. Oh, this is so
More the
embarrassing. What's his
merrier.
name?
John
Ah, bloody
Joe,
hell.
you've
We've got a
got.
load of them anyway. We've got a load of them, mate. I was
There's about
chatting to
15
Keyshawn
in
Davis the
there.
other day. I had
Nice.
There's
Keyshawn
about
in the
15
chat
in
the other
that
day.
group chat. It's ridiculous.
Nice.
It's like an
Yeah,
election
man.
room.
Hey, bro, if you want to come in, man, you come and join us. Trust me. Stand on business, mate. We talk boxing. It's all good.
Adam, if you want to after the show, anyone, drop your socials down. WhatsApp. If you want to join the group chats, come and get involved.
Yes,
I'll have to
sir.
get
Yes,
WhatsApp.
sir. But yeah, we're always talking boxing, mate. That's all we do. It's all we do. You know what I mean? It's all
So
we do is talk boxing.
we've got a wee delay now until the fight, so there'll be a good moment for people to come and jump on. Then come on, let's do it.
I can
The
say
bat
on anything,
signal's
mate.
gone out.
It could be
I
any
Can
said,
you
boxing match
imagine if
on.
the judges screw Shakur like they just did Foster and they give this fight
oh,
to the freaking whatever Hungarian?
now
That
it's
would
funny
be
you say
bizarre.
that. It's funny you say that because see that decision there. Artem Harutyunyan is watching that and going, "I've got a chance here. All I have to do is act like that guy."
Yeah, all I have to do is just keep going forward and throw twice as many punches as Shakur.
And chase him around the ring, and the judges, they'll feel sorry for me,
Yeah, Shakur
even
might be
though he
in
got
trouble.
outpunched 3-1.
Shakur might be in trouble. He's gonna be like, "Hold on, my defensive style isn't gonna win me this tonight. The judges aren't liking defense tonight. Oh no."
They're not liking defense. Do you know what? I didn't catch who were the judges were for that fight, interesting enough, because I've got two of my pet favorite judges that I hate.
Everyone has that one judge that whenever you see it, you're like, "Oh no."
Yeah, everybody's got one, but when there's two out of there's three judges at the same event, time after time after time after time, and the two guys are Tim Cheatham and David Moretti.
Moretti.
They are the two
that
most
guy.
corrupt judges in the world of boxing. I'll leave that there. This is a recorded thing, and I'll get sued. No, I can't. They can't sue me. I'm in another country.
Yeah, in MMA, there's one judge who every time I see him, I know it's about to go sideways. His name is Saul D'Amato. Every time I see him on the pay-per-view of a UFC event, I get migraines because I see his name. I'm like, you aren't gonna give it to the guy who's supposed to win. I know you, Saul. Don't do it, and he does it every freaking
Don't
time.
you do it? And he does it.
He every time. There was only one fight he and I ever agreed on. Like we had the same scorecard, and I thought the world was ending. I'm like, I'm agreeing with Saul D'Amato. Oh, I must be wrong. I must be wrong. Crazy. All right. Let me check.
Have we had any response from Trill Dollar Bill yet?
He posted something on Twitter saying, "I'm waiting for them to come back to the ring and say that they messed up that decision."
He's probably writing a mad tweet to the president of the WBC as we speak. Agree 1060. It was a blatant robbery.
Yeah,
I can't disagree
like,
with you, mate.
Man, Suleiman, you just finally made one good decision in your life as president of the WBC by kicking Ryan out, and now you're doing this. And now we're back to this.
Who's he punishing?
Crazy.
Is he punishing the Americans here? And it's got. Do you know what? The more I think about it, and the more it is a legitimate concern for Shakur Stevenson in this fight, because Artem Harutyunyan fights exactly the same way as De Los Santos.
Yep.
You'll see that Eastern European pressure fighter, typical fighter, will come through. But you know, judging by this, I think Shakur's got to have legitimate concerns now. And Artem Harutyunyan, as I was saying before, must be rubbing his hands, going, "Oh, I've got a chance." So this is going to be interesting.
Shakur
I
might
have
have
to
to go
say,
for that knockout. You might
he
be
might
getting what you
have to.
want.
He may not. He may not feel that he can leave it down to the judges,
I certainly
and
wouldn't after that.
he
If
doesn't
I
want
saw,
that. So the pressure's just doubled on Shakur Stevenson for tonight,
yep,
and we got a fight on now because that can affect the mentality going on into the main event.
yep,
Gree1060 says it was admittedly a snoozer unless you're a fan of defensive boxing. See, this is the thing. Everybody wants to see pressure fighters, offensive fighters, knockout merchants, big punches. But if you look at the ratio of different kind of styles of boxers, they're in the minority, like Tank, knockout merchant, Batabayev.
knockout merchant.
If I think about it, I can think of 10 more, but you get what I'm saying. The
Yeah,
defensive fighters, there's much more of them in ratio to pressure fighters because the winners are outnumbered by the losers. Funny as
yeah,
that sounds. If you look at most people's resumes, there's like 6, 7, 8, 10 losses on them, you know. So that's why people pay attention to resumes. And Shakur's resume is pretty decent, Jams. What are we saying about it? And the competition that he's faced and their resumes. So, in other words, how many zeros has he taken?
you're muted.
I'm muted.
No, Jam, I can't hear
Well,
Jam.
Jams, unmute yourself.
Still can't hear you.
No, can't hear
I
you,
can
mate.
still see. I can still see the
We can
mute
see
symbol
you,
right
but we
above my
can't
head.
hear you. And the main event has just been signaled as coming up.
Okay.
There you go, mate. It was saying neutral that you'd muted me. That's all, bro.
Oh,
I've
It was saying
muted
that
you.
you'd muted me, mate. Yeah, it was saying I'd been
No, it wasn't
muted.
me, mate. I can't mute you.
For sure. No
No,
worries,
I
what do
mate.
you
can't
Yeah.
guys
mute you,
think of
son.
the Fisher Babich fight? Because I was at work when that was going on. I decided to tune in, and I'm like, I could spare the first 2 rounds, and he knocked him out in 30 seconds.
Mate, we done the
I
watch along through it,
predicted it.
Alexander. Me and Neutral
I
done the watch
predicted
along
it
with a guy
as
called Sam
as
Walker from SW Fight Hub. It was just a phenomenon, mate. We knew it was going to happen. Neutral called it. He said first round knockout within minutes, if not seconds.
Nice.
And bang, what happened, Neutral? Mr. Neutral?
mismatch. It was a mismatch. I
It's
said it.
exactly what he said would happen, bro. He knocked him out in double quick time.
Yeah.
I'm
When
having
I
an
was
Oracle weekend.
Yeah, on one of the other iHub boxing shows, uh, they were talking about how Fisher should run through this guy, and I said I really don't rate Johnny Fisher, but if he
That
doesn't
was
knock
me.
Babich out, he's in trouble. And then he did what he's supposed to do against a guy who's publicly questioned if his chin would hold up because he's been through
Mm,
many sparring wars. Wasn't he Dillian White's main sparring partner for a while?
He was, yeah, he was,
he
he
was.
was. He sparred Joshua as well, and
Sparred them
Lawrence
all.
Coley. He sparred with. He sparred with all the British greats at the moment, to be honest. But he's clearly levels above Alan Babbitt, the Savage, as he calls himself. He's a pumped up cruiserweight who should probably be fighting down at light heavyweight. Let's be truthful here. Alan the
Yeah.
Savage Babbitt is no heavyweight boxer. He
I
wasn't
No.
good
said that.
enough,
He,
and he's
he,
not
he
good
got
enough.
knocked out
Rosansky
of
knocked him out in
Bridgerweight for
one round.
Christ's sake. He got knocked out of Bridgerweight.
Yeah,
Right,
by
we
No one
got
said
Rosansky,
knocked him
yeah.
out at Bridgerweight.
Yeah,
Rosansky.
Lucas Rosansky knocked
Rosansky.
him out in the first round.
For some reason, I was
We
thinking,
got a
was he the
comment
dude that
there.
Okole knocked out at Bridgerweight? I couldn't remember.
Same guy, Rosansky, same guy.
Yeah,
Same
same
guy
guy.
who knocked out Babic. O'Coley knocked him out in the first round too.
That's how
Crazy.
poor that is. That triangular theory there. We got a comment
When you're
from Gray again, 1060. I swear, if Shakur doesn't throw his hands, I don't want to hear any more of this talk like he's the best thing since sliced bread.
Well, he ain't the best thing since sliced bread, but he's got good defense. But
He's
by
got
these
good
judges
bread.
tonight, that might be his downfall. That good defense.
This is what I mean. The pressure's just doubled on him now to get that knockout.
Have you heard about
With
Ryan
that
Garcia
judge.
being escorted out of the building tonight? You know
He
who's in the
was
boxing
what?
tonight? He's been
Listen,
escorted out of the building apparently.
Was he high? Aye. Probably insulted the security guard's mother. Right. Enough
Did you
said
see
about
that?
that clown.
Apparently he was
Absolute
escorted
clown.
out of the building tonight.
listen.
Wow.
I've been on the Ryan Garcia slander train since the Devin Haney fight because I was a wrestler in high school. If you missed weight, you got your ass beat by your teammates because that's how serious we took it. When you don't even
Really?
try to make weight, what the hell is wrong with you? And then you do PEDs, and then you act like you're crazy, but then you're like, I fooled you all, and then you just do what he did recently.
Facts.
Yeah, if you check out Hard Talk USA
Yep, I was there.
on iBoxingHub, we were saying exactly the same thing. Absolutely, there was a
I was there.
tremendous debate with the
Have you
lads.
seen the Garcia fight? You know, the Sean Garcia fight? Have you seen that?
He missed weight by 3 pounds as well. Must run in the family,
3.2.
this
Right, him by
overweight business.
3.2 and him by 3.2. It's like they're twins, mate. But yeah, apparently he was getting battered earlier according to Shy.
Well,
Steve.
at least we didn't have any weight problems for the Shakur and Artem. Talk a wee. Let's a wee word about Artem here. 31% knockout rate, 46% knockout rate for Shakur. So Artem is not a knockout merchant. He's going to come with energy.
Is he coming off a knockout loss to Martin?
Yes. So he's by no means any kind of favourite in this fight, but I'm pretty sure he's not going to make it easy for him.
We'll see.
Hey,
Do you know what I've liked about Artem Harutyunyan?
Sorry, guys. Kamel Motors has got the knockout.
Oh.
Kamel Motors.
I was predicting that as well.
He's just got the knockout to make it 4-0
Was it round 4?
Round 4.
Was it round 4?
Yeah.
Oh!
Round 4.
Job,
he's knocked him out, mate.
Damn.
Knocked him out. Stopping
You're on
Nikolai
fire tonight. You're
Buzolin.
getting the rounds and the method.
I'm telling you, I'm on fire. I'm on fire. Don't get me wrong. This is like one in a blue moon of correct predictions so far. I've been wrong in the first 6 months of 2024. Maybe the second half of the year will be much better. They're about to do their ring walks, gentlemen. So, Jams, if you want to pop off, turn your mic off and tell us when they're back in the ring. I want to hear from you what music is being played for who, and because obviously we can't hear a thing.
Yeah.
Because for me, that's a big build up. You know, it's a big thing in the build up of a fight. And when I do these watch alongs, I never get to hear the music. That's the only downside of this job. But it's a very small downside, I have to admit. Very, very minute. Because Neutral loves doing this. Me, along with my friends and iBoxingHub, love to deliver to the boxing community these events for you. Because we live online. It was some racist ass SHIT, but Garcia is clearly out of his mind.
Right, bro. I can tell you, but I don't know who it is. Neutral. It's some good fella who's rapping. I don't know who it is. You
You
might be
don't
better
know
off
the
asking
rapper.
Alexander, because I don't know who it is, mate. I've
When
never
Alexander.
seen him before.
Listen.
Don't ask me.
No, listen. I have very bad ears when it comes to rap. I'll think it's one person, it's the other, and my brothers get
It's
pissed at me for that
completely
because they're
I'm the
like,
different.
"You
same, bro.
should
I'm the
know this."
same.
I'm like, "I'm
All
bad
sounds
with
the same to me. It's
names."
just noise, isn't it? It's noise.
That's the
Yeah,
culture,
but
man. It's love. It's all love.
But I don't know who it is, Neutral, honestly, mate. I don't know who it
And
is.
he's got, I tell you what, even though the people are saying he's not got many fans, considering it's a packed out arena.
He sold 8,200 tickets himself. Shakur did. So it's not bad going.
it's
That's
not
not
bad.
bad going at all.
Exactly.
I
800,
mean, Artem
8,200.
Harutyunyan is not going to. I mean, if you split down the other boxes, they bring maybe a few hundred each. This, this 8,000 turnout is very, very good
They
considering
reckon there's
the.
15,000 Neutral, 15,000 altogether. But
So
8,200 was sold by Shakur himself.
this is a good headliner for him. It's good. It's good for Top Rank. It's good for ESPN.
Mm-hmm.
And it's good for the US in general. We need more cards like this, Alex. Do you agree?
Yeah. American, well, I can't even really say American boxing was in a little bit of a slump. It was just we took a little bit of a backseat to the UK for a couple of years. But
Yoshino. Does that mean anything to you? Yoshino.
Yeah, that
yeah, I
was.
know that. Yeah,
Yeah, that was
That's what
the
he's saying.
the
That's the
opponent.
only thing I can find is Yoshino. That's walking Shakur to the ring. Sorry, mate. Means nothing to me, but.
yeah. Let me see.
Oh, we've got a British judge in the judges as well. We've got one British, one Mexican, and one American in the judging scorecard.
What a trifecta.
Well,
Exactly, yeah.
now that explains if that was the same sort of mix in the previous fight, that would explain the judging. We got Lynn Carter from the US, Guido Cavaliero, and the British judge as well. That would explain the split decision in the last fight.
Yeah, pretty much.
So Shakur Stevenson just simply cannot leave this to the judges. Wait. The Italian judge's name is Guido. Aye, Guido Cavalieri.
Is Rico not joining now, Neutral? Is he not coming?
I think
He's probably fallen asleep.
Well, he just messaged me. Rico's awake, but
Oh, is he?
yeah, he just tweeted too. He's like, I don't know how the judges got away with robbing
Can
Foster
you
like that.
mess DM him for us, son, and remind him that
He asked
he's got
Shakur
to come in?
Stevenson on his way to the ring, walked out by Terence Crawford and Andre Ward, apparently. That's what's just been posted by Boxing Kingdom.
That's he's a big friend
He's
of
saying
Terence's.
Bud Crawford and Andre Ward just walked into the ring, so he's got some company to
Nice.
keep.
That's good company.
Very
Ryan
good
Garcia
company.
saying he's skipped rehab for this shit because he wants to watch the
The
fight.
top 3 pound for pound in the world, and the ex undisputed champion and Andre Ward.
Yep.
Rougarou is saying straight fucking robbery. He's saying Shock won every round. What a robbery. That's
Read,
what Rougarou's
re-
saying about Shaki Foster's result. He's saying it's a
I can
straight
imagine
fucking robbery.
99% of the boxing community is going to say the same thing.
Lamont Roach Jr. has just said, I ain't never seen or heard a fight like this till the fight was over to cheer because the fight was so fucking ass.
Oh, he's not happy.
Lamont's standing on business, mate. I
See,
love Lamont Roach Jr.
see how you see the reactions to blatant
Do you want to hear another one,
misjudging.
Neutral? William
Oh,
Cepeda's knocked out Cabrera in 3 rounds.
I had 5.
He's knocked him out, mate. He's knocked him out. So you've got 3 out of 3 tonight, bro. You've
He's
called
got
all
to stop
3
that.
in exactly the same rounds, exactly the right
See,
rounds.
William Cepeda, he's another live dog at lightweight. You can't count him out.
You
For
don't
me,
mess with
he's
Willie
a
Cepeda.
serious contender now. And I tell you who I was impressed with, Abdullah Mason. That boy can bang.
Mate,
What
he's
power.
the one for me. Everyone says about Kid Austin, Philip Schofield, fucking Floyd Schofield. They go on about all the rest of them. For me, mate, Abdullah Mason is the one that's being, and Shoo Bruce Carrington. They're the ones being slept on
they're
for me.
stacked. The Americans are stacked in that division. It's ridiculous. It shouldn't be allowed. It's monopolization of the division.
Domination.
There should be stewards inquiries and investigations.
For a few years. Let us have this one for a while.
That's it, mate. Yeah, America's got no heavyweights other than Hunter and Franklin. And
right,
they're not going anywhere, let's be truthful.
Hunter's 35. Franklin is okay. Wilder's cooked, and Jared Anderson.
Oh, he's done.
Jared Anderson, he wants to retire in like 3 years, so we ain't
and
got
he's only
much
23 as well.
Division.
And he's only 23, and Jared Anderson, big baby from Ohio.
Yeah.
I'm not being horrible,
big babies
mate.
just disappoint me at heavyweight.
If he's your best hope at heavyweight, fucking, you may as well call it, mate, because he's not the business. He's not the real fighter, in my opinion.
He don't want it. He wants the money, and he wants to get out.
Exactly. He wants to pay. That's why he's saying he's going to retire in a couple of years. He wants to get paid. Yeah, he's not for me, mate. He's not for me. Anyway, I digress. Neutral, mate. It's your show. It's your watch along. Stevenson against Harutyunyan. Here we go. Round number 1's underway. 1 minute 30 to go.
Well, from what I'm seeing so far, it's a slow start from Shakur. And he just seems to be static. Neutral? Sorry?
Does Shaq look big to you here? He looks bigger than usual to me here. Shaq does. Shakur. He looks bigger than usual. More muscular, more ripped up, like ready to go.
He must have rehydrated well. I hope he didn't over-rehydrate.
Mate. I think he's came for the fucking knockout myself. I think he's came for the knockout.
But there's nothing been thrown in anger yet. It's just touchy-feely punches.
Yeah, well, he knows what Artem can do, bro. He knows Artem Harutyunyan can do damage.
He just opened up.
We know Shakur's never going to go for a first-round knockout, so if he's going to take this dude out, it'd probably be in the championship rounds when the guy's tired.
7 to 12, I'd say, but it's definitely not going to be in the first or second.
He's definitely looking at the counter-punching here because he's letting Harutyunyan walk him back to the ropes and then come away, which he'll do right there.
Let's just call him Artem. It'd be easier. We'll just call him Artem. Because it's a terrible name to pronounce, isn't it? Harutyunyan.
I've got it off to T. Harutyunyan.
There you go. You've got it, Neutral. You've got it. Mr. Neutral knows how to bring the vibes.
No, it took me about
I try and say it, mate, I swallow my tongue, you know what I mean?
No, it took me about 2 days to get it right, Bo.
Bless you.
But coming to the end of this round, it's been a nothing round. It's just feeling each other out. It's just range finding.
It is a nothing round, mate. How are you scoring it, lads? How are you scoring it?
Rico said he'd come on.
Oh, that's good. Thank you. That's good. So far, Shakur is being. Shakur says agreed 1060. I have to agree. That was, although there wasn't the same pressure that De Los Santos gave him in that first round, he still was very negative for me. There was no, offensive pressure at all from Shakur. I would have thought they would have studied this guy and said, we could, probably step it up a wee bit here. But I digress.
Gents.
Rico's in the house.
Hello, mate.
I had to, man. I had to. I couldn't let Stevie down. I'm not gonna be on long because fucking knackered. But I couldn't let my brother down. Big up to you, Stevie.
You're a good
And
man.
look at
Thank
you,
you, sir.
Stevie. Look at you, Mike. Everything. Are you in the studio, sir?
This is my old studio, the front room.
Yeah.
Professional.
I fucking love it. Just
Oh,
check
thank
that
you.
out. Oh, welcome.
What did you make
What
of the
we-
first
what-
round, Rico? Did you watch it, bro? Did you watch the
I
first
was just
round of
going to say the
Shakur
same
against
thing.
Harutyunyan?
No, only because I was watching the fight, but I was watching on my phone, and I'm in bed right now. So, but I just came to check you guys out, man. I did watch the Oshaki fight. Fucking horrible,
Disgrace.
He was
terrible
wrong.
human
Disgrace.
beings. I hope they all have terrible days. I hope their children don't love them. Just bad
I hope they
things.
wake up in the middle of the night and stub their toe on the nearest dresser.
Well, Alex,
100%,
that's you know
brother.
what? That's the
That's very decent of
I
you,
hope they stub
Alex.
two toes, Alex. Okay.
I think Rico's looking for ingrown toenails and lacerations.
I think I've still got a black toe from last time I done it a couple of days ago, to be fair. It's not a nice thing to wish on a man, but I get you.
Yeah. Well,
Jams, dude, can I
Harutyunyan-
just say, Jams, you are the most like genuine, just person I think I've ever spoken to, bro.
I appreciate that, Rico. I hope I didn't ruin
What
your
you-
space, bro. I didn't
what
mean
you
to
say
No,
is
you
what you
didn't,
get
mate.
with
No, you
Jams.
didn't. You're a great guy. You're
That's
just
fake
like
like
so.
wow, bro.
You're like what you
Big
get
up,
is
Jams.
what you get. I genuinely love that. That's why I
I
need
Oh,
to
he
just,
does.
segregate certain people
He
with you.
doesn't
I
hold
think.
back.
I try to. I try to hold back neutral, I promise you, but I just can't sometimes. If something offends me, I have to say it, bro. That's all it is.
Yeah, you got a
I'll stand
high.
on
Bro, that's
business,
cool,
mate.
bro, man.
It's
I
cool.
know
You got
Trill
You know
high
what I mean?
honor
support.
levels. That's what it is.
Like when I hear Rico or Neutral being attacked or Ray Trilogy earlier, I just can't accept it. I can't accept it,
I
mate.
love
I'm
that.
sorry, and I won't accept
And
it.
mate,
No, you're what we call in
one of the boys.
in the chaos profession a sweetheart. Okay,
Oh, bless. I'll take that. It's better than being
you're
called a
not
cunt.
made for people like me. We're just bad people. You are what should be leading this nation, Jams, and I mean that
Rico, you
sincerely,
are
bro.
not a bad person, mate. You're one of the nicest guys I've ever met.
Oh man,
That's true.
don't do
That's
that.
very
Seriously.
true.
Neutral calls you the boss, mate. The boss. He
I don't know
stands
why
on
he does
business
that.
for you.
He's look
Because you
what
are.
I look at what neutral. Look at this. Neutral has a mate. Honestly, all I do is just see people like a neutral who entertain me, and I'm like, why don't you entertain other people? And that's all I do. I don't do anything special, genuinely.
Oh, you do, Rico. Give yourself more flowers, brother. You do. You
He
inspired
always
Neutral.
underestimates his input.
Without you, there'd be no Neutral. You know what I mean? Neutral's only the way he is
I
because you
tried telling
inspired
him
him.
this, Jams. I tried telling him.
I don't believe that for a
Honestly, this
second.
is facts. He's told me this in personal conversations, mate. The only
Don't believe that
reason
for a
that he's
second.
doing what he's doing is because you inspired him, and that's the facts. That's truth. That's the
Well,
truth. You're the OG, brother. You're the OG.
oh mate, I'm not supposed to blush at like 4:30 in the morning, gentlemen, and you're doing this to me now. I love it, but no, I appreciate both of you and all the kind words. But honestly, when it comes to talent, I don't know. I just see stuff, like with Stevie. I saw this now with him in his studio and his things, and there's a couple of people that I see a lot of things like that with, and it's not. What I do is easy. What Stevie does is tough because you actually have to do that shit at the end of the day. You know what I mean? And he does it so well. Look at this. Stevie's about to. The second, what round is it, Stevie? Tell me, baby. Tell me.
Round 3. The second round was very much like the first round, Rico. It was
I'm not
very
watching the fight.
negative.
I came for your commentary. I didn't come for anything. I want to hear what you have to say. What's going on in the fight?
Oh, thanks. Artem certainly putting the pressure on Shakur in the last 2 rounds. As far as scoring is concerned, I'm very, very ambiguous with it. I have no idea. So I couldn't tell you after two rounds who is actually
2018,
winning.
mate, to Shaq. Easy.
Right. So if we
Is it
start there
entertaining?
from
Can
round
I ask
three,
you guys a question? Is it entertaining? Is it something that I would be entertained by?
it's not too bad.
Alex, you.
If
Alex,
you've
it's
seen
not
one
nice.
Shakur round, you've seen most of them.
Shakur's starting to open up a bit now.
It's basically Artem's chasing him down. He's popping out the
forcing
jab,
Artem
Rico.
back.
He's popping the jab out.
Alex is not entertained, guys. Alex, why aren't you entertained, bro? Tell me, Alex.
It's Shakur Stevenson.
There's no variation with Shakur. Shakur does the same thing. Like from
Oh
the first
God,
round
you
to
know
the
you have
12th
to use
round,
words like
no matter what fight it
variation.
is, what he does in the first round, he does all throughout. That's why I'm not entertained. Because it's like, it's like eating the same food every day. It's like, can I get some kind of variety? I can't eat chicken and rice every day.
Facts.
Shout out to Detroit. I hear you. I can't see it. You guys are my eyes right now. Jams. Just from what you're seeing, and you're very passionate. You and Stevie are probably the most passionate people I've met.
Something
What
about
you
Britain, brother.
bro? You're speaking
Northerners.
to the
Back the Brits society, mate. That's where I got that from, Rico. That's blessed on you, brother. I back the Brits because of you, my man.
Merch coming soon. Jams, what do you see in terms of a Shakur opening up? He's a southpaw. You know, some say he's a little shy during the first 4 or 5 rounds. Jamsy, come on.
It's the same, mate. It's the same old Shakur. He's just literally he's putting himself in the corner, just like what's his face did the other day. He's just putting himself on the rope. Frank Martin did against Javante. He's putting himself on the ropes. He's leaving himself to be exposed, but his skill level is that good that he's outboxing his man even while there. But he's trying. He's just not got that come forward aggressive style that we want to see that makes fights exciting. I'm sorry, but he's a boring fighter. I want Shaq
Just
to be
stop you
all the
there,
business,
Jams.
but he's boring.
We've got Lloyd Rook in the chat, mate. If you go to the top of the chat, you'll see the link there, and you can join the.
Sending the link early, bro.
Just really quickly, production. If you put in the title, I don't know if you can edit it now with the show live, but say no footage, no audio, and then the algorithm will help it.
Oh yeah, of course, yeah. It's not the guy who was singing on your space earlier, Rico, is it?
Please, I like him. I do.
He's brilliant. He's fantastic, but I don't want him singing on here now while watching live.
No, do you know what it is, Jack? It was my fault.
I had to leave your space, Rico, because he was pissing me off.
Exactly. I need to, this is the thing. When I do spaces and stuff, guys, you have to understand there's so many people. And you know, all of you, and this goes for you, especially Neutral and you, Jamsy.
I'm going to say, I'm sure you're talking to me here now.
You're massive.
No, he's talking to me.
Bro. Massive. But there's maybe 15 other massive personalities too.
It's mad,
so I have to kind of. It's honestly, lads, it's not fucking easy. And I've been doing it now. What,
together in it
3-4 years?
Clash.
Yeah, yeah.
Even me and you,
there's just no need for the attitude of.
No, absolutely. And this is what I was saying to because I've spoken to the gentleman privately, and he actually said he really likes jabs, and everybody in the space. It was his first time. He, and we've all been there, in it, Stevie, man.
Yeah, of course.
No one really knows how to kind of behave, or not behave, but it's not a thing where I want people to behave. You're all. I like you guys having chats and things and all this type of shit. It's beautiful. Networking, connecting. That's what I like. That's what I made it for.
Carried away, though. I do get carried away. Stevie told me the
Jams,
bro. I do get carried away.
You're a great friend,
I stand on business, bro. I stand on business. I just can't take a fake ass motherfucker. You know what I mean? I can't take it.
Big up, Rico. Right, Shakur's opening up in round 4. It's starting to get a bit tasty now. Nice. Oh, that was a nice shot by Shaq.
Yeah, it looks like it's how it's supposed to be here, neutral, doesn't it? Shakur's just standing on business, fighting off the back rope, getting into the centre, putting the jabs together, making the body work. It's just looking like another day at the office for Shakur Stevenson. He's not doing anything exciting.
Is Bob going to be pissed?
Yeah.
If I'm Bob, I'm not really pissed that he's leaving. I'll be truthful.
It's
You
his
guys
last
see that
fight, mate.
Shakur
I
got
think.
Twitterson on the back of his trunks?
Has he?
Yeah.
What's
That's
that? Sorry, I
hilarious.
didn't hear that. Sorry, what was that, Alexander?
So
so
on
he
the back
has.
of Shakur's trunks, he has the word Twitterson on the back of his trunks because people were clowning him after that last fight, calling him Shakur
I
Twitterson.
didn't know that. I didn't even notice that. Thank you, mate. Appreciate that.
So he's owned it. So no one can take it off him there.
He's promised though he's going to come out with a knockout here. He said he's going to come out and stand on business and take this man out. So I want to
Well,
see
he's not
Shakur
going backwards
deliver
now.
on his word.
Yeah, he's trading now. That's better stuff.
Who's the kid he's fighting?
Artem Harutyunyan. I believe he is from Armenia.
Armenia, mate. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fair play.
He lost a unanimous decision against Frank Martin.
He's definitely right up for it there.
Yeah.
I reckon Frank Martin gets a world title shot in his next fight.
Tell you what, Rico, Frank Martin was
Who's
very,
going to
very
give him
good
it though?
against Tank until he was stopped.
Mate, they're all good. Tank he's a double-edged sword. He's a prospect killer and an uplifter. So when he beats the shit out of you, he uplifts you to your next 140. Frank's definitely going to get a
there's an element of truth to that, Rico. I think out of his last 7 opponents, I think only one has lost the next fight.
Shout out to the GOAT that is Rolly Romero. Okay, we love you, mate. All right, we do.
Yeah,
I love watching you get beat down by Pitbull. It was great.
Whoa, Alex, bro, let's a little bit of decorum here, Alex. Okay, it was all right. Rolly had an off night. Everybody has off nights, Alex.
If you say so, Rico. If you say so.
I do. Just said it there. Luckily, it's recorded. But just obviously,
remember those who are watching. Remember to those who are watching, the link is in the chat. It's at the very top. If you want to come in and join and have a chat with the chaps, please do.
Yeah. I've left my lappy. I'm not gonna lie. You're not gonna see this beautiful face right now, but you can hear me though. Hear the
your beautiful voice.
Goes with the face. Beautiful
flattery
times.
will get you everywhere. Okay,
and it has. Stevie,
look at what your flattery has got you sexy man.
I've got a very good game.
Wants to join, but she's at the minute watching the UFC, so she can't come through yet. She's watching the MMA fights.
Who's that?
Spicy Canela is watching UFC rather than
UFC,
the
so
boxing.
She can't come through right now.
I've got mad love for Spicy, man. Big up to Spicy.
Mate, that girl is a legend.
Big up Spicy.
I've just seen that. She's watching the MMA, UFC.
Well, this is the thing, Stevie. This is what I was saying. The collaborations, lads. I think now that's what I want to be focusing on for the last 2 quarters of the year is collaborations. I feel like with Spicy or Matt, well, I think you, Stevie, you've pretty much landed. You've Columbused America with those 2 gentlemen. I feel like there's a lot of collaboration. I really, that's what I really want to focus on right now. Like,
yeah, and
not just necessarily for any platform I'm involved in, just my guys. I feel like there's one person, Stevie. I think you and Jams would have a grand old time talking about stuff with that person. So, yeah.
Now, I
You have to be
enjoyed chatting to Ray
subscribed.
Trilogy earlier, Rico. Sorry,
Well,
Neutral, I didn't mean to cut you off, bro. But Ray Trilogy, I love that guy. Absolutely worship that guy.
I can tell
Isn't he
you were ready to fight
wonderful?
somebody through a screen for him, bro. I can tell you on personal opinion that he really appreciated that, bro.
I tried to stand on business for him, man, because he's a good guy. He doesn't offend anyone. He doesn't talk down to anyone. He's not
Yes.
racist, rude, or ignorant. So why should people talk to him like he is? You know, I don't get it. I just
You're
didn't
so
like it,
lovely,
mate.
Jams. You're so lovely.
I
You
appreciate
didn't
that.
want to
Awesome.
be in
Neutral.
this
I
game,
didn't
bro.
mean to ruin your space, though, bro. I hope I didn't
No,
ruin
you
your
didn't ruin
space.
anything. You didn't ruin anything. It's just that someone as lovely as you, I don't know. This is a very decrepit world we're in right now, bro.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
These
Well,
people are
5
really
rounds have
going
gone.
after Shakur. They're calling him Shaniquil.
Is he
I
not
can
doing anything
imagine.
exciting?
I was a bit of a prick myself the other night, Neutral, weren't I? In a space, you said. I was a bit of a cunt myself.
I
I
never
didn't mean
said
to
that.
be. I didn't mean to be, but well, no, you never said it, but I know you thought it. Apparently, I was a bit of an arsehole
What?
myself. You know what I mean?
Hold on a minute here. Wait a minute. What? I never
What, you
said
got
any of this.
sound
So
effects and everything now, Stevie? Is that what the
I
production
thought
is?
you've.
No,
I
but I
reckon
No.
we're
was, I
paying
wasn't
you
I
too much.
Neutral.
We're
I
paying
was a
you
bit
way too
rude to
much.
people. I
You're
went power
paying me
mad,
way
Rico. I
too
went power
much
mad.
money. Don't tell me that. Don't tell the people that. There would be all kinds on my DMs thinking I'm
We only
rich.
had 84 followers on there as well, 84 watchers, and I
Mate,
was
I'm
burning them
still
all
waiting
up.
for that milk, Stevie. That milk is 30 years old, 30-ish years, sorry, or 21 years actually. That's my real age.
Bloody hell, Rico, you look
21,
about
Rico?
21.
Thank you,
Rico
mate.
still looks
Real
18.
talk.
Christ's
Real
How
sake.
talk.
the
You
hell
look
am I
about
older than
20.
you?
I
I'm
iBoxing
thought you was a
Hub.
24.
young lad.
Right, order. iBoxing Hub have asked me the question, Mr. Neutral, how have you got the fight? As we move into round 6, for me, it's a comfortable journey
I got
so far
4-1
for
Shakur.
Shakur.
You
But
see how productions are here.
I give the second round to Harutyunyan, so it must be that round.
Yeah. I got
So
4-1.
he's well behind. He's covering up very nicely. Artem's having a hell of a time trying to land a punch. The defense of Shakur is just amazing.
You know the worst
But
part, Neutral? We're talking these
there's
other
no
subjects
sting.
because it's fucking boring again. Shakur is boring again.
This is an iBoxing Hub production. Nothing is boring. We make
Alexander,
the fight
is he boring
sound
again?
really good.
I'm not being funny, but I just want to go back when everyone was praising me for looking young. Production, you're a hater.
21 years old, brother.
There was no need for that question right there at that time for anything. But I do love it.
I don't pay the producers enough money to be that nice.
I think you're taking a whole budget neutral because you're doing the watch alongs now. You have hard talk. I think there's even hard talk being every week. I don't know, possibly.
Oh, what is out?
A little bit of a gem. I don't know. I know nothing. No one tells me anything, but that's what I've heard.
You know you're the boss, Rico. Don't give me that. He's the man behind the screen pulling all the strings.
Sensei.
You know this. You know this.
Guys, you come to me. I'm just I'm the poor beggar on the street, mate. Honestly, I just give crumbs and whatnot. Honestly, it's don't listen to anything that they say.
He's the richest tramp.
Gucci Sam's good. Air Bethlehem and Nike ones.
Aye,
That's
goes
all
to
I'm on.
bed at the Hilton.
But
Yeah,
no, but
Ludabella.
what would you think, Jams? You're pretty much like the co-host now of Hard Talk. How would you feel about it being every Friday?
Mate, I'd do it with Neutral. You know what I mean? If Neutral wants me with him, I'm there, brother. You know that. I'm there for my boy every time. You know what I mean? He's always came through for me. He's never let me down. Since the day I met Stevie, he's been absolutely rock solid, mate. Number one guy. He's never let me down. So if he needs me, I'm there.
Well, Stevie, how would you? I mean, you've just heard his last will and testimony for you, bro. How would you feel about it being every week?
Absolutely made up. that we are moving Hard Talk USA to a weekly show. And our American compadres were the ones that actually gave me the idea to go weekly. Such was the interest and, certainly the enthusiasm that the American chap showed for the show. So we at iBoxingHub made a, conscientious decision to take the show from bi-weekly to weekly, as per the fans' request.
And make sure you get WSB
So
ready on as well, mate. 'Cause that guy brings facts.
you now identify as full weekly instead of bi-weekly. Is that what you identify as now?
I'm a full-on 7-day. Yeah,
Can I just tell
and
you a couple of
Mr.
comments,
Neutral will
lads,
be
on the
coming to your
fight?
screens every week.
On the
These
score
people are
fight.
On you
brutal on the
go.
comments.
Sorry, Ludabella's just said, as good as he is, I just don't enjoy watching Shakur fighting. He's fucking boring. Good night. And then Andre Berto has said, Shakur went through the last few months of bashing everyone, saying his style's not boring. He definitely missed with this. He's boring as fuck. What's your
Yeah.
thoughts on that? Pretty much
Someone
sums it
just
up, doesn't
said,
it? Like, literally, we're talking about Rico being young and handsome rather than talking about the fight because it's so boring.
I can't
I
even lie. You
mean,
guys are the only reason
priorities.
I'm still awake because I'm watching this fight. I can feel my eyes closed, but I'm hearing you guys talk, so it's keeping me awake.
I'm
Well,
pretty
big up
much
to you,
with you,
Alex.
brother.
Alex, whereabouts are
Alex,
you?
it's 5 o'clock in the morning here.
Ishi Amara Kali Ali Smith, Ishi Smith has just said he's making seven
Oh, yeah.
figures for this fight.
Wait, are they
Shit.
related to Nico Ali Walsh in any way?
No, it's Ishi Smith, the fighter from the 90s, former IBO world champion.
Jams, I'm joking. I'm joking, Jams.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Sorry,
Remember
bro.
him
Sorry,
well.
bro. But yeah,
You're a
he's
fucking
bored of
gem.
it
I love
already.
Jam.
He's bored of it. He's saying it's like literally he's done with his shit. He's as bored as we are. He's chatting in next man business
He's
as well,
very
same as we
vocal
are.
lately, is Ishi. Very vocal.
I've got him on the show, Neutral. He's on Boxing Media Hub on the 11th. I've got an interview
Is
with
he
him. I was going
really?
to ask you, Neutral, if you'd do it with me.
100%. I'd love to meet that guy.
Mate,
Someone just
11th,
did a punch
100%.
7
count for this
p.m.,
so
2 p.m.
far.
Eastern Time. 2 p.m. Eastern Time, 7 p.m. UK.
7 p.m.
If you can join me, bro, I'd appreciate that.
I fucking hate Eastern
You
time.
know I'm there, Jams. You know I'm
Rico,
there
if you want to come in
100%.
as well, mate, and have a slave to him, to Ishi, we're going to be talking about his career
Well,
and then
to be
also
honest,
about the Ryan
I would
Garcia crap,
I would
Rico will
rather
be
watch.
comparing looks.
Bro, you lot must be sick of me talking, man. I'm sick of my own voice. I
Never,
actually want
brother,
Shh,
never.
don't be
No
I
one
daft.
actually want to
speaks more
listen to
facts
Don't
than
be
you.
Rico.
I
daft.
actually want
Stands
to
on
listen to
business.
you.
Back the
No,
Brits,
bro,
society.
yeah, all of that. But I actually want to listen to you and Stevie cook over there with such an interview. I think that would be great.
If
It
you
You
would
don't
don't
want
be
to
need
join me,
me.
a
that's
Fucking
fine.
hell.
fantastic interview.
But Neutral, I would love you to join me for that, for real, bro. Honestly. On the 11th,
Mate, if you want me
it's,
there, I'll
like I
be
say,
there.
7 p.m. I'd love you to join me, mate. I'd love you to join me.
You don't have to ask me twice.
I'll ask you 3 times then, bro. You're going to join me. I'll
Are you
send you the
gonna
link.
bring
I'll
back
send you
the
the link in
milk
a
that I
moment.
need, Stephen? Is that Padre? I've asked this like 5 times. Okay.
Sorry, what milk?
Okay. That's exactly the answer
Milk?
that I knew to say.
It's the first
Semi-skimmed,
I've
by the
heard
way.
of it.
Semi-skimmed.
Semi-skimmed.
How Stevie? How's the fight going right now? I can feel spiritual energy that is just fuck. I'm trying to think of a big word, but I'm super high.
Put it this way, Rico. On the screen,
Tremendous,
they're saying apologies
tremendous.
for the strong language during this live presentation because nothing has happened in the fight. The
That's not
commentators and
strong
the
language.
cornermen are speaking more facts than the fucking boxers.
Oh mate, I cannot listen to commentary. I called Chris Mannix a cunt the other day, and I didn't need to take it back. No, honestly, I can't. I've fucking had enough. Like honestly, you lot, like you know, one thing. I hate to just ramble here, man. But Neutral. Now you've been in the game. Jams are in the game. Alex, I'll adopt you. When
Alex
you
is
listen,
better.
when you listen, like to people like a Mannix or what's that guy from DAZN? fucking hate that guy. Not Mannix. No, I think I actually like Mannix. It's the other one. He said Andrade and Canelo was the biggest fight in boxing once, and I've never forgiven him.
Oh my god! He must have been high. He must have been high.
No, he was in his right mind. He doesn't do drugs.
Someone must have.
I don't know who that gentleman is, but fuck that guy. But that's not my point. My point is, I would rather listen to this than commentary any day of the week. I think my favorite commentary was when Snoop Dogg graced us on Triller with Oscar De La Hoya. And they were high as shit. That was the greatest ever.
Snoop Dogg, man, my God, he's born for that role.
It was amazing. Oscar De La Hoya was saying that who's the guy that fought Fury, the cruiserweight?
Steve Cunningham.
That's the guy.
Put him on his bum.
He said he had lovely pectoral muscles. I'll never forget it. And he didn't say pause after.
Tell you what, Artem just landed a good shot on Shakur there, you know. He landed a good right hand on Shakur, and Shakur didn't like it.
But it's the same
Shakur
story, Jams.
Like
it's just Shakur walking him down. It's a 2 or 3 punch exchange, and then Artem's just stepping back, and Shakur is just not cutting the ring. Now, I've now come to the conclusion that Shakur can't cut the ring off.
I tell you what,
and he's relying on scoring jabs and that now. So it's little wonder that he's getting the tag of a boring boxer, and it's round 8 of 12, and he doesn't look like he's going to knock this guy out.
He's probably like the Andre Ward of his generation.
Yeah, Andre Ward was very good at it. I don't think Shakur's even that good, man, on this.
You weren't entertained.
Like, literally, all he's doing, Rico, is hugging up. He's just hugging up. He's not.
I think the first Kovalev fight for me was like, I was like, that was a good fight. But then
when he beat Froch for me.
Even that fight was shit.
It was shit, but he showed how to beat Froch like someone with a granite chin. You know what I mean?
But I mean, I'm not waking up at 5 a.m. again to watch Shakur Stevenson. I'll be real with you lot, man. I love you.
I don't know why you did it this time.
I love. I promise.
That's my
He's
fault.
not been bed yet, Alexander. He's not been bed yet. That's why.
No, it's not even that. I've been ill the whole week.
That is definitely my fault.
Oh, bless you, mate. You feel better now, Rico. I remember you were poorly earlier in the week.
No, it's not that. Stevie, first of all,
that's
Stevie
right.
is my guy, okay? I'll be honest with you, look, I have a very special love for Stevie, only because Stevie's like the first person that I've actually helped a little bit or whatever.
Mate, he calls you the GOAT. He literally says you're like the master. He talks about you like a fanboy. He loved you, mate. He loved you.
I love him too.
It's my son from another father. Rico, he knows where his place in my heart.
I love
every time you spoke to me, Neutral. What have you said about Rico? Before I even knew who Rico was, you were saying to me, "This is the guy. He got me into this. He made me want to be like."
But this is the thing. This is why I don't just do this for anybody. I got to come through because I was supposed to come on Stevie shows a couple of times, but I always come through in the end for you, Stevie. You know I got you, man. You're my guy.
Yeah,
I love
you. That door's always open, and I'm just happy you come through. You know.
I was trying to think of the word, Neutral, that you use when you tell me about Rico. You told me a word, and I can't remember what it is.
Wanker.
It wasn't the ghost. It was like what's the bloody word that you use?
I can think of like 100 that we use like for each other.
No, I mean like a word that means like legendary status. Like he was saying that he's a man sort of thing. He's not goat. He didn't call you the goat. He called you something else, but it meant the same thing.
It's better than the goat.
Daniel,
he got you into like the media side of things. He got you. He made you feel like you could do this.
Rico was the one that said to me, "If you don't do it, you're gonna regret it."
Yeah, but there is a
word. He gave me that
I
confidence.
just can't remember it at the moment.
I can't remember. I've said that much about him. He's just the best.
He
How do you guys
really
have
is.
this
He
fight
really is
scored
a good
so
lad.
far?
I've got
Love you, lads. All right,
I've got a 7-1.
I'm going to say this has been a Rico love fest, isn't it? We forgot about the boxing. We've just got a Rico love fest going on.
I'd rather it be the Rico Love Fest because Shakur ain't giving me nothing to praise him about besides.
Wait,
Well,
Alex,
I've seen it
has
once.
there not been no
He's going to
body
get
shots
murdered
there?
after this fight by Twitter, you
Damn
know.
straight, Alex.
Has there not been any body shots? Has there not been akin to a Southpawian like Shakura-nitis?
No.
Has there not been some
No.
inside fightingness, uppercuts?
Rico, there's been nothing, bro. There's been nothing. Honestly, he has done nothing. He's just fiddling his way through as always.
Wait, Jams,
Very boring.
What about combination?
He's
getting
throwing a
some
few.
good combos off, yeah.
Yeah, he's throwing a few combos, but nothing
Oh,
of
that
any
was a
note.
lovely
No power
body
behind
shot.
him. It's just
Be
very
honest with you,
pedestrian, very boring, very flat.
He's turning it on now. He's turning it on now in round 9.
Now he's Harutyunyan.
He's got a minute left, and he's now hunting down Harutyunyan. He has hurt him, I believe, with a few body shots, and he's starting to overpower with volume punches.
Neutral. You called Rico the gatekeeper. That was it.
The gatekeeper of dreams. That's right.
You said he was the gatekeeper into like the media world. That was it. Sorry, mate.
Oh, bro, no, that's not. That is
the bloody word.
That is not true.
He's the man that
You should have
opens
just
the
thought of
door.
I need to. One thing I need to change in my bio is journalist. I am.
Well, you need to add gatekeeper.
Mate.
No, in boxing that doesn't sound very good.
It's facts.
Bro, to be honest with you, look, honestly,
I wasn't not the key maker.
Stevie 1,000,000%, regardless of me getting involved in anything, and this goes for a couple of people actually. I didn't do anything. I just was entertained by him.
Don't listen to him.
On numerous spaces when we first started, and I was like, bro, you might as well fucking do the shit that I'm doing. And that's all it is. And
Yeah,
look
but
at now.
Rico, you did though because you took him under your wing and showed him the way, and that gave him the platform to where he is now. So you did do something, bro. You did do something. Like whether you knew it or not, you did do it. You took him under your wing, like literally. The man can't speak highly enough about you, and for that, I praise you, mate, because now I've got my boy Neutral, who's one of my best pals on social media, absolute legend, and it's all because of you, Rico.
See?
Love
ripples, the consequences.
I attest to minimal effort that I provided, but I will say thank you and I love you guys. Thank you. Just obviously going on to the Shakur fight. Stevie, you just looking at the booth over there that you have, incredible stuff. I would like to know, in terms of a when I say combination, you know what I like, Stevie. I like to go to the body with the southpaw style, going straight down the pipe. Has there been any shots?
Very hard to say. From here, from where I'm sitting, he's doing his very best to open up on the body, but Artem is very sprightly on his feet, so he's hard to pin down. But having said that, it's not enough. It's really not enough.
It ain't the performance that Shaq promised us, Neutral, is it, bro? It's not the performance he promised us.
It's not even that, Jams. He doesn't even look like he's hurting the boy.
Did
and that's
Shakur
even more
say
alarming.
If he didn't knock this dude out, he'd retire?
That's what he said. That's what he said, Alexander. He said, if I don't get this clown out of here within 10, I'll retire. And I'm telling you,
bro,
if he
these
knocks
not.
him
You
out,
know what fighters
I'll eat
need
my
to do.
cat live on stage.
These young fighters need to just
saying
stop
things, haven't
talking
they?
bullshit, man.
Yeah.
Just
listen.
They
If
production,
Shakur
you can put that shit up as
was
much
like,
as you
hey,
like, but
I'm just
wait,
gonna
production.
win, people wouldn't hate him as much. But when you talk like Shakur does, he talks like he's Tank, but then he performs like
Alex?
this.
No, but
He
wait.
hasn't
One
got
thing I
that
will say,
knockout. He ain't got that
gentlemen. One
clap.
thing. One thing
Artem's opening up on him.
One thing I will
Artem's
say,
getting him going here. Artem's getting him going.
One thing I will say, gentlemen, is that I will never not support a fighter bigging themselves up. That's exactly what you need to do. These men are going in there to physically hurt someone. I
Risking their
do
life
not.
for our entertainment,
Yeah,
Rico.
I don't. You are not. Be respectful or humble. All of that shit. Don't be a pussy. Okay.
What's it's gonna look like after 12 rounds here? It's gonna look like neither of these have been in a fight because there's not one mark, not one bruise, not one cut on either gentleman.
What worries
And
me,
that
Mr. Neutral, sorry, mate, I didn't mean to cut you off. Sorry, bro, I thought you were finished.
no,
But, like, neither man
I
has
was.
really tried. That's what's doing me. Neither man
Oh,
has really
Artem's
tried to put a
trying.
bruise on each other.
Yeah, Artem's
Imagine
trying,
getting
but
booed out in your home crowd like this. This is crazy.
oh, I can imagine what the crowd are doing now. Terence Crawford and Andre Ward walked him
They're
out.
like, they're like, we probably shouldn't have agreed to walk him out tonight.
You know that. I mean,
Shakur's saying
Shakur's.
at the moment, Shakur's saying in
Oh,
the corner, I
that's
feel
the
like I've
first
not got
shot.
this, I've not got this. So he thinks he's losing. And they're saying
That's the
apologies
first
for any
shot
strong
he's hurt him
language.
with. He got
So
him with a beautiful
Shakur
left.
thinks he's losing. He thinks he's losing. So why ain't he doing more?
He's not losing.
I don't
Gentlemen,
think
wait.
he is, but that's what he just said. He was in the corner saying, "I think I'm losing. I've not got this. I've not got this."
Nah,
Wait.
he's definitely not losing.
Wait. Okay. In terms of
Saying not
Shakurinitis, like,
feeling it. I'm not feeling this. He's saying, "Sorry, Rico."
well, Jam. No, it's okay. The devil's advocate is Stevie. You know this is my favorite game. With, let's say, an unsatisfying. Oh, I love my cat. Sorry, Stevie had my cat in the picture there. With Shakur being unsatisfying, gentlemen, and I spell unsatisfying with a ng. Where do we see him next? You know, I do have it under great, and I hear strong whispers of a Shakur. Thank you, production. Of a Shakur going to Edward Hearn. Let that
Were
sink
you
in for a
listening
second.
to Mr. Neutral's Sixth Sense?
Well, where you think Mr. Neutral got that shit from? I believe that with only because Neutral was there when I spoke to Shakur. I believe, and Stevie, you obviously heard Shakur in my line of questioning, in which I did ask him, you know, what do you think of Eddie? How do you XYZ? That man could not blush anymore. I think we both heard him blush through our screens, Stephen. I believe that there's a 1 or 2 fight deal. Not too sure on the opponent, but I'm doing some digging. But yeah, I think this fight is kind of a fuck you to Bob. Or if it's not, then Shakur needs to find himself a good pressure fighter and get a proper fight, mate. Because
Shakur's doing Bob a favor. He heard that Bob's been having trouble sleeping, so he said, "Don't worry,
no,
Bob, I
Bob.
got
Whoa,
you."
whoa, Alex. Whoa. Don't you lie on this live right now, bro. Okay, Bob has not had any issues sleeping. I actually saw the gauge in which his edibles come in. Bob is a fucking trooper. 100 years old and out smoking and eating me. Fair play to that absolute specimen of a
Tip
yes.
your hat to Bob.
Can we just leave it up for a second?
I mean, you got Bob who's saying that he wants a Jack Catterall Taylor 3 fight, and that's the only thing I worry about him. You know,
Well, Stevie,
asking for
I
such a
heard him
fight.
say in real life K when I was at the Catterall 2 fight, and he came in all of his excellence. I just smelt. It felt like I just walked into Snoop Dogg's front yard. Like it was amazing. He came into the ring, and just told everyone to fuck off. If I'm 100 years old, I'm telling all of you to fuck off. I'll be honest, even if I like you, like
You're
it's
interrupting
just
my nap time.
You do it all
bro.
the time, Rico.
No,
You do it all the time.
imagine me at 100, mate. Now, with that being said, who is even at Top Rank anymore at 135 set low? Well, I mean, obviously we have Inoue. That's I could probably go in more.
Everybody's
Stevie.
checking out of this fight and they're going to watch the Diaz
That's
Mazvidal
what
fight.
are people leaving the arena?
I've just watched people leave the arena, and they're leaving in
maybe it's traffic,
droves.
Stevie, traffic.
Mass exodus.
You get the people who like to get the cars early and get out of town, but no, people are leaving.
I got it. What round is it now? Yeah, the 11th round. I got it in like 9-2 for Shakur.
Yeah, it's one round. I give that 10th round to Artem because he did.
Because he came in. He gave it a go.
A combination off. And
combination. I'm actually like, I can't lie, this has been more entertaining than I feel like me watching the fight with you, Stevie. I feel like this is fucking brilliant.
Probably. I'm about to pass
at
out
this
over
time
here.
of the morning.
It
Can only be such
right
like this, Rico. It can only be like this at 5 in the
Bro,
morning.
I came off a 6 hour split, but I feel like I owed it to the people then, man. I was nowhere to be
tremendous.
I hope you enjoyed it.
Legend, Rico. 21 years and already a legend.
Mate, I really like you, Alex. I feel like there's a lot of collaborations to be had.
Well, thank you.
Doesn't have to be over
Alex.
19.
I like Alex too, man. He's a really good lad.
Well,
Alex, final round, gents.
Speaks facts.
You guys have been really kind to me, and I appreciate it a lot. Thank you.
Yeah, but mate, you talk facts. You know what I mean. You're
Alex,
not one of them
legend,
crowd chasers. You don't clickbait. You don't just say horrible things to get clicks. You know, you're on point. You stand on business. That's all we ask for over here.
You're lucky you didn't know me during Tyson Fury's initial comeback because I was off my rocker then. I thought that dude was the greatest thing in the world. And then I slowly came to light. I'm like, hold on, I've been ignoring Anthony Joshua for this fucking fraud? Hell no.
I'm glad you've seen the light, bro. We love new converts here at iBoxingHub, bro. I'm trying to start a cult, but the rest of the directors don't. Yeah,
place to be, mate.
Can't call it a cult for legal purposes.
Yeah, I'm still working on that shit. But merch coming soon, of course, aka Rico's Cult. Be a cult member. I actually, if you follow my Twitter, I will be having a subscription soon. This is actually a true story, not a troll.
People are wild. They're saying Frank Martin is better than Shakur Stevenson. Jesus.
I mean, I would rather watch a Frank Martin fight than a Shakur fight, to be fair.
Be more exciting, but I won't say he's better.
No, he's not better. Shakur's he might even be the
best boxer in America, but he's just
boring. But if he tries to exchange and he doesn't have a chin, he will get fucked up.
Yeah, facts.
Because look,
he's doing that.
Remember,
he's doing the Philly shell.
Remember when Sonny exchanged that time against that Juan Mexican? I can't remember that his name. And he almost fucked Sonny up, bro. It was mad. And it was only 3 or 4 punches. Stick to your strengths. Shakur, if you need to just look like shit the whole of your career, fuck it. Why not?
Mate, if he keeps winning, why not? You know what I mean? If it gets him to where it needs to be, fair play to him. It's just not going to be fan-friendly.
I might need to apologize for Floyd Mayweather. I called him boring a lot, but it was never like this.
No, but do you know what it is, Alex? This is the point that I was trying to make. This is the point that I was trying to make on the space. Floyd, for me, was never, ever unentertaining because I appreciate, like we all do, what he does. And he does it so well.
You wanted to see him get knocked out or knock someone out. It was one or the other, weren't it? You wanted to either see him get knocked out or watch him knock someone out.
But he won.
I can't believe he knocked out Ricky Hatton like that.
No, but during the
mate, broke my fucking heart that did. When he was laying out on the canvas again against Pacquiao. Oh, broke me, mate. Broke me.
Can't lie, I enjoyed that.
That's heartbreaking to hear.
Who are you here for?
He's a hero in Scotland.
I didn't create the Back the Brit Society then, so.
Jeez.
Well, that fight is just finished. It's going to go to points. It's going to be another Shakur.
I cried that day.
Yeah. It's going to be another unanimous decision. I think what Shakur needs to do now
just not box for
I had
minute.
it 10-2. Yeah. I think what's going to happen now, and what he should do now, Shakur, he should embrace the hate and say, "Come beat me if you
Yeah, but to be
can."
honest, neutral, be
He's got
honest,
to
was that
adopt a
not one of the
different
most boring
kind of
fights you've ever
rhetoric.
watched? Was that not one of the most boring fights you've ever watched? Be honest. If you ever done like watch
No,
along,
I've watched
was that
Lawrence
not the
Okoli.
most boring you've ever done?
Nah, I've seen a lot.
Rico,
I've seen a lot
Okoli.
you said you
worse.
watched Lawrence Okoli, eh?
No, bro, I love
Hey,
Lawrence. I
I'd
call
watch
Lawrence
Coley
Yeah.
over this all day.
He was
I'd
up
watch
live.
Coley
I've
all day
been
over this.
God,
Alex. I'll be honest with you. I
Catterall was
actually
born
pay
Foley and
and I
I'll tell you
do
what,
things
mate.
to
I've got
fight.
a can of paint. I'm going to whack it on the wall. I'd rather watch that than that because that was
No, but
fucking
Alex,
diabolical.
one thing, just really quickly, and this is a really important point before I hand it over to Steve-O. Very important. I invest in fighters more than the average. I feel like a lot of people do. We do. I will give my fucking opinion on that fighter as a fighter because people give an opinion about me at my day job and how good I do it. You know, so if people can tell me in my day job that I'm fucking shit,
exactly.
I can tell somebody that I pay to watch their fight that was shit. It's okay.
Yep.
It's not I'm not talking to you as a person. You, Wilder, you this or whatever. As people, individuals, you could be the fucking, I don't know, Sunset Boulevard and Angels and reggae CDs and incense. But as a fighter, nah, bro. Like, bro, Neutral and I, we you Jams, we pay for cable, what you would call, and
I pay $30 a month
I
for
pay for
DAZN.
DAZN
well,
and Sky, mate. £100 a month.
bro, I pay the zones, all of that shit, and I have to tell people on my spaces, don't fucking talk about streaming or any nonsense, because I believe in paying the fighter and supporting the fighter, but waking up this time, you lot have made it great for me, by the way. I love you all. But I'm glad I didn't watch that shit. And you know what else? I'm not going to watch the highlights either.
What are they going to do? Show a jab? That's
Right,
it.
guys. 116, 112, all for Shakur.
What?
There you
No
go.
way.
116,
8 rounds to
112,
I'm
all
so
4.
for
shocked,
Shaq.
Jam. I'm so shocked. Wow. I did not know it
They
was going
give
to
it.
go
I
that
can't
way.
believe they give Artem 4 rounds.
I can't
What
Nah,
believe
they should
rounds
have
Shaq's
did
gave
you
still
him
give
coming
him?
in
5.
the ring and someone ain't clapped his ass, man. The guy's boring. I've been standing on Shaq for a long time. I've been saying that he's got
Even
all the
Artem's
talent, but not the
happy with that.
excitement. I've been saying he's got all the talent, but not the excitement. But now, I'm sorry, mate, but he's fucking boring. He's boring. Come on, we were talking about how good Rico looks rather than talking about the fight. You know what I mean?
Talking
Again,
Not that
about
Rico
everything
don't look
priorities in
but
good.
life.
It's just that's how boring the fight was that we had to go to how good Rico looks at 21. You know what I mean?
Bro,
yeah, Jesus.
I'm not mad at that.
You
Not
get what
even a
I'm
little bit.
slinging? You get what I'm slinging here, guys?
I
Shakur
get it, and I
I
love
Stevenson
understand
is a
completely,
fucking,
Jams.
he's a bore. He's a bore fest.
Look, I'm
How
about
long
to
are we
get
going to keep
pissed right
sticking up for this
now.
guy?
On the other show I do on the Undefeated podcast, Monday Night Spoke, when we talked about Shakur's last fight, I put my
tell
name
Travis
on
I
it. I
said
said,
yo, bro.
listen,
Tell Travis I said wagwan.
Shakur will not have a fight that boring again, and he did. Now I have to go on there tomorrow during work and get shit on by these guys. They're just
You
gonna look.
know
They're
this.
like,
Yeah,
they're like,
you're gonna
yeah, your
get it.
brethren bias, the American, eh?
Wait.
You said he wasn't gonna be boring.
Alex.
Alex, facts, brother. It's
What?
facts. We stand on business. We've been found out, mate. I was with you. I said Shaq can't be this disappointing again. He cannot do this again
Alex.
to us. And look what's happened. He's done it to
Yeah,
us
Rico.
again.
What time is Undefeated? That's with Travis and my guy. What's his name?
KG.
Big KG. Big up. Yeah. What time is that?
So in America, it's like 3:00, but that's like 8:00 for you guys.
No, I mean
the
in
UK.
real time, like human time. What is it?
8 a.m.
Oh, what? Can't be 8 a.m.
If it's a
8
3 a.m.
p.m.
in the
No,
US,
It's a
He
UK
said
based show.
3
Damn it.
a.m., which is 8 p.m.
No, so
Ah,
it's
there we go.
3 p.m. for me in the US. It's 8 p.m. for you guys in the UK.
What's your time?
Oh,
GMT?
sorry, I
Correct.
thought you were on about tonight.
Correct.
I thought you were on about tonight.
Yeah. Aye.
No. It's Monday.
Yeah.
It's on
So
Mondays.
I'm gonna have a
Mondays
long
8
ass. I
p.m.
think I might
UK.
tune.
Right. Got you.
You'll just see me at my day job at Amazon, just suffering.
Nah, I want to
through-
see. I want to see Travis in his. I'll be honest. Travis is my guy. Big up to him, man. I love
Yep.
Travis, but I've never actually seen an undefeated show. So I think what I might do, take my own advice and actually go and collaborate.
Love to have it. You can call in. They put
There
the
you go.
stream link like you guys do here.
Oh, 1,000,000%. I'm definitely gonna come
Good
through
stuff.
and if you leave me in the holding thing, I'm not gonna be happy, Alex. I'm gonna call you Alex the Not Great. And that'll be
He's
your
got to be
name.
Alex the
Alex the
Great
Mid,
now,
is that what
Rico.
you're
He's
gonna
Alex
call
the
me?
Great. He's
That
got that name. He has to keep
I
that
will
name.
dub you Alex the Not
Well-
Great for the rest of this year. So I'll see you
I'll
at
see
8.
what I can do.
It's definitely
Doing
Alex
Well,
the
Yeah,
Great.
thank you,
Alex,
gentlemen.
I know you're the guy, bro. I know you're the one for the press passes. So yeah, we got this. Big up to you, Stevie.
Right.
Big up to you,
Thank you
Jams.
very
Big
much
up
for
to you,
coming
Alex.
through to
Big up Rico. Big
each
love for
and
both.
man.
Big
every
love.
Much
one
love.
of you. And
And big up to
this is
Shakur for being a
iBoxing
boring
Hub.
bastard.
See you
Big
guys.
up Shakur for being the
We
most
just
boring
hope that
fighter
you're
in boxing
entertained
history.
on this show with the guys. This has been a great watch along. Obviously, we've talked about many things but boxing. So, Alex, we'll see you Monday nights on the Undefeated podcast. Jams,
Mhm.
we'll see you during the week on your shows, Boxing Media Hub, Jams Boxing Chat.
Bogus.
And this show, once again, is in partnership with our sponsors, our proud sponsors, D-Rock Clothing. Please go and check out the website. If there's anything you like, pop iBoxingHub 24 in the promo code and enjoy 40% off courtesy of iBoxing Hub and
Gotta get
D-Rock
me some
Apparel. And Jams,
like
my man
that.
there, has got one of his own. I want to thank every single one of you for coming through for me tonight. And as usual, you are my brethren. This is Mr. Neutral. This has been Main Event. We'll see you next time. Thank you.
God bless
See you guys.
Mr. Neutral. Love you, brother. Love iBoxing Hub. God bless one and all.
It's another bang. All the Muslim calls now, whichever get up. I start my card with a sweet one, please. Someone flicks me a bag,